everyone, my name is Jessica and I'm an opera singer. Y'all don't know how excited I am for today's video because it is all about Mariah Carey. And when it's all about Mariah Carey, she takes center stage. This is her 1992 Grammy performance of If It's Over. Let's just get right into the video. So Mariah Carey with a dramatic entrance and a great lift. I love it.
Talk to me. This is so out of hand. Out of hand.
Yes.
Things gone wrong with the life that we led.
Oh, okay, I have to pause. The first thing I want to talk about is the arrangement. I like the simple, classic church-style chords and rhythms. And I saw live string players, and I'm always a huge advocate for incorporating instrumentalists in your live performances, even in your pre-recorded performances. Loved that. But more importantly, I want to talk about how much sound actually dropped out when it was Mariah Carey's turn to sing. Now, in the very beginning of the video, correct me if I'm wrong, I heard keyboard, percussion, drums, strings, and brass, I believe. And when you orchestrate brass in your arrangement, your volume goes from here to out the window. But when Mariah Carey came in, all I heard was keyboard and percussion drums at the forefront, and I think I heard a little bit of bass guitar in the background. And what this does is this stripped down bare type of an arrangement leaves plenty of creative space for the vocal line. But what it also does is it makes for an extremely vulnerable situation. All technical vocal flaws will be exposed in this type of an arrangement, and you need to be confident, aka get your Mariah Carey on, in order to feel comfortable in this type of a situation. Now, I know we haven't heard much of Mariah Carey's voice yet, but you know me, I already got something to say. And most of what I have to say is actually about how she executes her riffs and her runs. So the first thing I want to mention is I loved the two riffs that she did right when she started singing. The first one was in her, it's not even her higher register, I'm going to call that her middle register. It was in her middle register with a very light and airy and slightly breathy tone on, I believe, an ooh vowel. And then the second riff that followed right after was down in her lower register, which gave a much more weightier type of texture in her chest voice on the word yeah. My ear loved hearing those two registers back to back, but with the consistency of the breathiness. Lastly, I want to point out one of these last riffs that she just did. I'm going to back it up for you all so you can be reminded of what we just heard.
Things gone wrong.
So good. That run was so good. I know there is a lot of controversy out there on whether the incorporation of jaw movement is really a negative thing when it comes to executing any runs, riffs, or coloratura passage. For me, personally, I understand that the mouth needs to move in order to get all of the different vowels out of the passage. However, I am not an advocate for excessive jaw movement when trying to execute a passage with a lot of notes, because that is telling me that the main reason why you're able to get those notes out of your body is because of your jaw movement and not because of the vowel and the breath. For me particularly, this specific run was great because it told me that what is driving all of those notes out of her body is the breath and the vowel and not excessive jaw or throat movement. And of course, you see some mouth movement, but it's not excessive. And this is telling me that she is keeping the purity of the vowels going and allowing her good ear training and her mind to take over how the run will be executed. I actually have a video on how to mentally prepare for any riff, run, or coloratura passage before you start to physically try and take on the challenge. I'll make sure to leave that video down in the description box below.
Won't you look at me? Holding my gaze. Yes, you are. And it seems like you changed in so many ways. Oh, it is unfair. It isn't right. If it's really gone, then tell me tonight. If it's over, if it's over, let me go. Let me go.
Okay, I gotta pause. One thing I need to point out is actually something I don't see a lot of singers do, but Mariah Carey is doing constantly. And that is breathing in the shape of the vowel that you are about to sing on. Now, what's interesting about this technique is that it is not for every singer, and that's perfectly fine. There are some singers out there who actually over-open their space, which can be a huge disadvantage if you don't know how to manage your breath. But what is important is knowing which vowel to utilize on the note before you sing it. Yes, before. This isn't something you should be figuring out spur of the moment while you're on stage about to do a live performance, unless you're a professional. And when Mariah Carey is choosing to breathe in on the vowel that she is about to sing, it tells me a couple of things. First, it tells me that she knows what she needs to personally do in order to get out a great sound. I mean, obviously listen to the freaking sound that is coming out of her body. Amazing. Second, it also tells me that she's probably thought about it beforehand, maybe in practices and rehearsals, or maybe as she's writing the song. Who knows? But people, that is half of the battle. Figuring out how to use vowels and breath pressure to your advantage.
Don't you know I don't need no apologies, no.
See how she's breathing in that vowel?
No sympathy, all I'm asking for is for your honesty. Won't you give it to me? Give it to me now. It just isn't right. 'Cause if it's really gone, you got to say the word tonight. Oh yeah. If it's over, if it's over, baby, if it's over, why don't you let me know? Baby, if it's over, if it's over, let me go.
Yes! Oh. So good. Okay. Mariah Carey is queen at so many things, but in particular, just an overall clean, easy, powerful sound. She's got great onsets, which means she's got a great technique on how she starts the notes at the beginning of her phrases. She also knows how to modify a vowel to her advantage in order to easily maneuver through her registers. And this was actually really well displayed on this last run that we just heard on the word go. She actually gave the beginning of the word go a diphthong. She sang ga-o. So she started the note on an ah vowel and then immediately went down to a closed o vowel in her lower register. And reutilized that ah vowel as she was going up. And then ended the word on an o vowel. The true vowel of the word go, which keeps the integrity of the word. Just overall, great singing. And I also have to admire how she commands the stage. There were moments where it looked like she was looking at specific people in the audience, in their eyes. Do you know how hard that is to do purposefully? That takes a lot of confidence, on top of the fact that this is a very stripped down performance. This is literally catered to Mariah Carey's voice. I'm in love. All right, everyone, that's the end of this video. I hope you liked it. For me, dissecting this video was just so nostalgic. The sound just brings back so many incredible memories, and she is a force to be reckoned with forever. If you found this video informative, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let me know down in the comments what you loved about this particular performance, maybe something you disagreed on, what I said. I love talking to all of you. And also make sure you turn on those bell notifications so that you are always aware of when I upload a new video. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you all very soon. Bye!